Hey, welcome. It's Domaine Day.
Hey, what's up, winos? This is Quake.
And today we're doing something a little bit different. We're doing Mardi Gras hurricane drinks. Because Mardi Gras is Fat Tuesday.
Times of the season.
And what we're doing today is we actually bought Pat O'Brien's Hurricane Mix. It's like $5 if you buy it in New Orleans. It's $14 on Amazon. But if you're in New Orleans, it doesn't matter. So, and we're doing it three different ways. We're doing it, well, which ways are we doing it?
Well, we cheated a little bit. If you look at the hurricane ingredients, it's a lot of stuff. So you can get their mix, boom, add rum. So we're going to add dark rum, light rum, and a mix.
And both. Yeah, both light and dark because the recipes are all over the place. We're going to find out which is the best. This is Pat O'Brien's mix. This is the one that should be the originator, the OG.
That's right.
And we're going to do that. And we have a friend who was bartending back in New Orleans. And why are you using the mix and not do it from scratch? And what was his recipe when he worked at a bar?
Yeah. I go, dude, we're doing this podcast hurricane recipe. What do you got? Because you can read it off the back of a bottle, but it's kind of cool to have somebody that knows how to really make it. He's like, shit, man, I can't remember. We threw a bunch of bottles of rum in a bucket and added some Kool-Aid pouches. So, I'm like, what?
Yeah. So if you think using a bottle of Pat O'Brien's 33-ounce hurricane mix is like cheating, wait till you go to the quarter. If you're not at Pat O'Brien's, you don't know what you're getting.
What's the story of Pat O'Brien's? Do you know?
Yeah, actually, they had too much rum, and the bartender decided to figure out. It was like after World War II. The bartender came up with a drink, and it took off. And because they couldn't get bourbon, they can only get rum, so they just got rid of it all. And people in the quarter are still drinking rum and hurricanes, and the hurricane came all too true.
Bingo. And a lot of people tell me, it's the oldest bar in New Orleans. And we're like, no, we know better than that.
Oh, yeah.
That's the blacksmith shop.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of old stuff. It changed over years. I mean, it's like Vegas. Every time you go back, half the places are gone and something new's there. But we love New Orleans and we love drinking. And if you're having a party, if you're having some Professor Longhair, you're having some meters, you're having some wild chapatulas in the background, you're going to have something to drink, and we're going to make some drinks.
Hell yeah. All right, I'm going to put my microphone down and mix up the first batch.
Okay, what are you doing, though? Well, first of all, let me hold your microphone, and you can tell me what you're doing.
I think we should go with...
white. I think white
Yeah,
first.
the light rum first. All right.
Yeah, they tell you dark rum, but a lot of people don't want to go out and buy more if they have white rum. So, we're does white rum work?
So it's 1-to-1 because of the mix. Thank you very much, Pat O'Brien's.
And he's eyeing it, which is New Orleans style.
Yes. What's that called? Jigger. We're not using any jiggers. It's free pour.
There we go.
Up in here.
So,
and I'm not going to shake it. I'll just stir it.
Yeah. Hurricane number 1 is just the white Bacardis. Like, don't go top shelf. I mean, you can if you want to, because you're doing it at home. You can get the 8-year cast age stuff if that's what you want. But if you want it New Orleans style, quarter style, use the regular drinks.
All right, how's this color looking?
It's looking
right on.
A little light.
All right. Here we go. This is half and half with the light rum. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Actually, it was the last time we were in New Orleans. I was very disappointed in the hurricanes at Pat O'Brien's. Before that, I fell in love and I drank way too much of it. But this one is not a bad little cocktail.
Oh, there you go.
So white rum works.
What is the deal with this Pat O'Brien mix? You're saying you got this on Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
And it was how much?
$14.
Oh, my God.
It's $5 in New Orleans.
That's awesome.
Because you can go to all those shops. They have all sorts of food shops. But this is the original. This is the cocktail mix. This is the one that they guarantee tastes like their cocktail. And I say I trust them. Man, you can get other off brands, but this is the one I would go with.
So far, I mean, I agree.
Yeah,
40 calories.
Yeah, the white rum's not supposed to be the way to go. But I kind of like this.
Not too shabby. And again, you look up this recipe online and there's a million things in it. And you're like, yeah, I'm not getting all that.
You know, if you're having a
from the liquor
if you're
store.
having a Mardi Gras party, working it is not the one thing you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just make up a big bowl of it and maybe make a punch style. I mean, if you have hurricane glasses, fine. I used to have those, but they all broke.
Hey, I made that mistake for my Christmas party. I was making like peppermint martinis or something.
Yeah, I know.
With the rim was crushed up candy canes and marshmallow sauce. And wow, it took me like 10 minutes to make each one, and everyone wanted one. And I didn't get to talk to anybody.
It sounds great in the planning, but all you got to do is give these people something that they like to drink, and that's all there is.
The marshmallow shit was everywhere, dude. Not good.
I imagine you had to
I had to move.
Take a pickaxe to get it off the glass too.
I just moved.
So there we go. White rum with a hurricane. Your opinion is what?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Here we go.
We're still drinking it.
You want to? Should we pause and go to the next one? Okay. Now we're doing number 2 because we had to do a little bit of a reset. This is going to be with Bacardi Gold, which is made in Puerto Rico. And what did we say about that? Santiago, Cuba in 1862, but now no longer. So we did the Hurricane, Pat O'Brien's Hurricane in white rum. Now we're doing it in gold. Like I said, we without going too crazy on these things, because you don't, the bourbon and Bourbon Street, like I said, they were actually using Kool-Aid. So here we go. We're mixing up some, and then we're going to do what they recommend after this one, where we did white first, and we're doing gold, and they're going to do 2 ounces of gold, 2 ounces of white. That's supposed to be the way it's supposed to be, but we'll figure that out ourselves. See what else is there? There's like Dr. John's a Gree album. If you're having a podcast, you're having a list on Spotify. That's like from the 60s, where he became Dr. John with the voodoo whole thing. And
fucking love Dr. John. You guys might know him as the voice of Love That Chicken from Popeyes.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what'd you say last time? It was too dark or too light?
It was too light.
Oh, okay.
Because normally this is passion fruit, and normally the passion fruit is like super rich looking. Now this whole bottle isn't that crazy because we're using mix rather than making our own. Because we have passion fruit everywhere. We're very into passion fruit.
We went stirred, not shaken. Because they're not mixing up hurricanes down there.
No,
if you will.
In Pat O'Brien's, the first time I went there, they had a piano bar, and there's 2 piano bars, dueling piano bars, and they were clad in copper to make it sound better. And one of them was the girl and a guy, and the girl was a girlfriend of Dusty Hill, the bass player from ZZ Top. And this is that long ago because he passed away a year ago.
Sweet.
Yeah, and telling stories about ZZ Top. Well, I'm down in hurricanes, and it was a great time. And what it was a 1695 Spanish theater, and you're just like where else can you get that experience? But here we go. Now we got
everyone's got their favorite fucking New Orleans story, or Mardi Gras story, and if you haven't, you should go because it's really cool.
Oh, the Dungeon Bar. Quake loves the Dungeon Bar.
Unbelievable. Now, this is lighter still. Did I fuck it up?
No. Just taste it.
Cheers.
Good. Now we did light rum. Now we're doing gold Bacardi. We're doing gold Bacardi, so you don't do top shelf unless, if you want to, you can. But if you want to be bourbon, you do the bar drinks.
This would be the dark rum.
That's got more of a bite to it. That's actually that's a nicer one. I did like the white, but that's got more flavor.
What's true to the thing though?
That's getting there.
Yeah.
Now we're starting. I mean, this Pat O'Brien's bottle of mix, 33 ounces. We're starting to get there. This is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a mellow flavor, but with like some sweetness to it. And
we did not have the right glasses. We have so many of those glasses, but I don't know where they are.
Yeah, hurricane glasses. Well, no, they're old because
they didn't make the move. I don't know what happened.
When you go to Pat O'Brien's as you leave, they give you a glass, they have guys standing there just putting the hurricane glasses with their stamp, which is kind of crooked on it, in boxes so you can walk around. But the last thing you want to do on Bourbon Street is walk around with the glass in your hand or try to get in your luggage. But we still got them back.
Yeah. But not here, apparently, because I couldn't find them.
The first time I went to Bourbon Street, I went to Joe Kane Day in Mobile. I was on business, and that's where Mardi Gras started. And it was a big thing. They were running around throwing moon pies at you and stuff. It was a fun time. But I went back down, and I got to my hotel because I had an 8:00 flight out the next day. And I took a cab to Bourbon and Canal, and there's a girl with her blouse off, kind of cute, young, and she was standing there, and there's people like within a 10-foot radius of her throwing beads to her. And I'm by myself, but I wanted to check out the quarter, and I come back 3 hours later, and she's completely naked with like 1,000 beads around her neck, and there's still 10 feet around her. No one moved her. She was I was like, this is not. I mean, what other city in the world would allow some girl to stand there naked for 3 hours?
What a blast.
Oh, another thing was, I saw one of the parades. There's not just the big parade on Fat Tuesday. There's parades for weeks. And I go to the parade and I see...
There's a common misconception.
Yes.
Everyone thinks it's Fat Tuesday. Oh, no. It's a month and a half out. The celebrations start.
And some of the really cool parades are early on.
Yeah.
Because they're not as crowded. But I'm standing there, I don't know. I just wander over where there's a parade, and there's the pom-pom girls are walking, and the marching band from the local high school are there. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And people are throwing me stuff, and it's cool. And I go back around about midnight. I got to go home. I got to go back to the hotel because I got an 8:00 flight the next morning. I walk past a daiquiri bar with those swirling different color things. And the pom-pom squad was standing because it's all storefront, drunk with their chaperone.
Nice.
And I was like, oh God, this is not, we're not in Oz anymore. We're not back in Kansas anymore.
Laissez les bon temps rouler.
Because it was like, oh yeah, they'd be in trouble unless they were with their chaperone and drinking daiquiris.
Yeah, I'm glad they had their chaperone.
You love the you love the Dungeon Bar.
Dungeon Bar was pretty cool. I'm a heavy metal guy, so it was like, you walk in, it's dark and skulls, and the bartender was badass. Stephanie or something.
It was like you had to go through
bicycle chain for a belt.
You had to go through 2 buildings to get there because these buildings are small. Remember, we had to go through.
It was
the first
weird.
building was just the way to get in.
Yeah, and you were telling me that Eddie Vedder
and Blackjack
punched
McDowell.
Somebody.
No, Eddie Vedder and Blackjack McDowell, who won the Cy Young for the White Sox, were in that bar, and like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. they came out, and someone tried to beat up Eddie Vedder, and Blackjack jumped in the way and got knocked out. So that's the kind of bar where things happen.
Oh shit, yeah. So I guess they get celebrities a lot. So that's why when we were there, like you could not just have your phone out taking pictures. They would get
people would bring cameras. This is almost it. Yeah.
Like, hey, no pictures in here. And the inside's kind of cool. Like you want to take pictures. But we would be talking to Stephanie or whatever and yucking it up. And then she would just like, hey, you guys, blah, blah. And she's kind of leaning over the bar talking to us. And then all of a sudden just scream, hey, I fucking told you no cameras.
And leapt the bar and grabbed it out of their hands.
Oh, yeah. And then that was the warning. And then when she really got mad, she just hopped that fucking bar and went over there. That was cool.
Yeah. It was crazy. And and there was in the other bar, there was another girl who looked like a model. I don't know where they got these people, but it was just this weird, bizarre scene where these girls looked like they were models, but they were actually crazy people. Crazy people.
It's a cool time. Being from Chicago, you kind of get spoiled. Everyone's like, oh, go here, go here. You got the food, you got the vibe. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I went to New Orleans and I was like, holy shit, I really was impressed. And it's the vibe of the place.
If you watch the TV show Treme on HBO, you'll know that there's Pride on Bourbon, but where you want to party, because if you go down there and you spend a day or two on Bourbon, you want to hit Frenchmen.
Yeah, Frenchman.
That's where the locals go.
Hey, that's where the Star Wars parade was.
Yeah. the crew of Chewbacca's.
Crew of Chewbacca's.
Okay, well, now what's a Wild Chapatulas? Oh, Sticks McGee, we're drinking wine Spodioti. If you're looking for a Mardi Gras tune thing, there's a bunch to do. Now we're gonna hit a little pause here, and then we're gonna do the two Bacardi Gold and the white together, because that's the recommended way of doing it.
Yep.
So that's our Mardi Gras
the recipe.
Because it's as much as being like we're in Chicago and it's cold today. Ain't nothing like being on bourbon.
No, got our beads on though.
We're rocking the.
I didn't show my tits though.
Green, yellow, and purple.
For free.
Well, yeah, but you're not wearing pants, so I guess that makes up for them. Okay, and now we're doing the Hurricane the way the bottle says to do it, because we haven't done it that way yet, where we're going to mix half Bacardi Gold, half Bacardi White, and, well, not a quarter Bacardi Gold, a quarter Bacardi White, and then half the Pat O'Brien's Hurricane mix, which is what they say in the bottle, but we haven't done it yet, even though we like the first two pretty good ourselves. And there we go. That's ASMR where he's pouring stuff out.
You hear that? You ever seen a bottle of Bacardi that big?
It's huge.
Oh, Jesus, that was heavy.
And now, did you pour the mix in yet?
Oh, yeah.
So we finally doing it the way the bottle says to, but you can't really follow the bottle because that's not party style. Okay, here we go. This is lighter, the lightest one yet. Because in New Orleans, they're really. I guess that Kool-Aid gives it a darker color.
You're thinking they should be darker, huh?
Yeah, but they're really like Crimson Tide.
Well, here we go. Cheers.
And here we go. This is with the two rums and the Pat O'Brien's mix, 50-50.
No, that's pretty close.
It's pretty close to just having the dark. So don't rush out and buy both if you don't want to. Just go dark rum. It might be fine. I mean, the two rums are okay. Yeah. We can't actually give her. We're giving free samples out, and it's hard to. We're attached to microphones, so we can't go too far.
Boom.
So there you go. We'll have to wash that eventually.
Nah. Booze kills everything. Pretty sweet.
Pretty rummy. Yeah. So there we go. I mean, I think my favorite was just the dark rum, the Bacardi Gold in the mix.
Just the dark, huh?
It tasted pretty much like Pat O'Brien's.
I might have rummed this one up pretty good, though.
You rummed it up?
I was eyeing it.
Well, yeah, but you've been eyeing it all day. Yeah, so all you need now is a patio with a fountain on fire.
And some beads.
A 1600 Spanish theater and some pianos, and you got a Mardi Gras.
Boom. Les bon temps roulés.
So would you actually want these drinks at a party?
Yeah. Mardi Gras party, though.
Only.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't hard to make, but I don't want to fall into the peppermint martini, the whole deal. Man, that was a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I mean, the Hurricane's supposed to be the greatest thing in the world, but maybe if you're Mardi Gras, you could just have beer.
Yeah, nice Abita.
Yeah, something from down there.
And there's other Mardi Gras drinks. You could do a Sazerac or a French 75 or
an
Abita.
And an Abita or
Purple Haze.
Purple Haze. And what's the something voodoo?
Oh, Voodoo Child.
No, it's the something voodoo.
Funky Voodoo.
Yeah, something going on.
Something like that.
So there we go. It's kind of anticlimactic because we decided that our Mardi Gras party could use different drinks. But there you go.
There you are.
So that's it. This is over and out for Domaine Dave.
And Quake.
We went through all this trouble to put in the three different, doing it three ways, and we decided that we would rather drink wine.
Or a Abita.
There you go.
All right.
Adios. See everybody later.
Peace.